The old mansion had been abandoned for years, and the townspeople whispered that it was cursed. But when the young couple, Sarah and David, inherited the property, they saw it as an opportunity to start a new life. They moved in, eager to renovate the old house and make it their own, but they soon discovered that they were not alone. Strange things began to happen in the house. Doors would open and close on their own, and footsteps could be heard in the empty halls. Sarah and David tried to ignore the strange occurrences, but they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. One night, Sarah woke up to find a figure standing at the foot of their bed. It was a tall, shadowy figure with glowing eyes. She screamed and David woke up, but the figure was gone. They searched the house but found nothing. As the days went on, the strange occurrences became more frequent and more terrifying. Objects would move on their own, and strange symbols would appear on the walls. Sarah and David began to fear for their lives, but they couldn't bring themselves to leave the house. One day, they discovered a hidden room in the basement. Inside, they found an old journal that belonged to the previous owner of the house. The journal was filled with strange drawings and cryptic messages, and it spoke of a being called the Keeper. According to the journal, the Keeper was a malevolent entity that had been summoned by the previous owner of the house. The Keeper was said to feed on the souls of the living, and it could only be appeased by sacrifices. Sarah and David were horrified by what they read, but they couldn't deny the strange occurrences in the house. They knew that they had to do something to stop the Keeper before it was too late. They began to research the occult, hoping to find a way to banish the Keeper from their home. They discovered that the Keeper could only be defeated by a powerful ritual that required a sacrifice of pure love. Sarah and David knew what they had to do. They loved each other more than anything, and they were willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to save their home and their lives. They performed the ritual, and the Keeper was banished from the house. The strange occurrences stopped, and Sarah and David were finally able to live in peace. But they knew that the Keeper was still out there, waiting for its next victim. They vowed to never forget the horror they had experienced, and to always be vigilant against the darkness that lurked in the shadows. The Keeper was a terrifying entity that preyed on the living, but Sarah and David were able to defeat it with their love and their courage. Their story serves as a warning to all who would dare to dabble in the occult, and to never underestimate the power of the unknown.